physically you're 100%?
I feel like I'm 100%, yes, sir.
What are your initial thoughts of just looking at the Louisville front four?
They got some serious talent on their defensive line, probably more than we're used to seeing week one. They got two really solid defensive tackles that we're going to have to get ready for. And they had two pretty good ends, and then they had the TCU transfer, Fields, who, we know he's a pretty good pass rusher. So we're getting ready for him. They're going to give us a good challenge, and we'll be ready.
His rankings, 98, as good as advertised. I mean, he's supposed to be one of the best interior defenders in the country. Is he really that good?
He's got a really high motor. He looks really similar to me on tape as, kind of that, as some of those D tackles from Florida State that we went against in my last game. So definitely gonna have to bring against him every play. He's a nonstop motor. He's a good player.
Is it kind of hard to think how long it's been since you played? I mean, it seemed like a long time ago.
Some ways it seems like a long time ago, and in some ways it seems like it was just yesterday. So, getting back out there will be exciting for me and ready to get after it.
Do you feel like a much better player than you were like in the Florida State game? Do you feel like in the last, year and a half, you've gotten a lot better?
I'd say I'm maybe a little bit better. Every day I'm getting better at something, and I'm still kind of figuring out how good I can be. So every day I'm becoming a better player. In the Florida State game, I had all my timing down, all my muscle memory was down, and I wasn't even thinking, just playing the game. When you miss a year of football, you miss a lot of things. So for me, I've been trying to jumpstart all that and catch up and get back to where I was. So about now, I feel pretty close to where I was at then, if not better. We'll see once game tape obviously is the indicator of where you're at. So I'll figure that out then.
Do you expect to start?
That's Coach Malzahn's decision. So we'll see.
Are you still splitting snaps with him?
We've been splitting every period. Yeah, he goes one period, I go the other period.
How long did it take you to get that rhythm back in preseason camp?
Well, it started in the spring. In the spring, I didn't scrimmage, but I did everything else. I did live periods versus defense. So started there, and then spring ended, fall camp started, and probably say the first 3 weeks of fall camp, I've just been trying to get better every practice, trying to get better for this team.
Have you had any moments where you're really challenging your back, you're really pushing it in ways where you're kind of worried that maybe something could happen, but it didn't? Anything like that happen?
I haven't personally been worried that anything's going to happen. I've never really felt anything in my back since I've come back from my injury. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest. But I guess we'll see. I've strained it as much as I can. We've gone no huddle, run 8 plays in a row, go back to the sideline, and then run another 8 in a row. And if that doesn't do it, I don't know what will.
Talk about the offensive line, Alex. How are you guys come along as a group?
I think the group's getting better every practice. I think Austin Golson is starting to take charge more and more every practice, getting the line directed how we need to get directed. That was one of the things, maybe the first practice of fall camp. He wasn't perfect at, but you can't expect him to be. But as the camp's gone along and we've gotten closer to the games, I have great confidence in Austin. And Braden's getting better every practice. Avery and Sean have been really locked in, and then me and Devontae have been battling, trying to get better every practice too.
Coach Malzahn said the other day that he thought both of y'all would play. Can you see how that would work with on the offensive line, 2 guys both playing?
I'm not sure. I haven't discussed that with Coach. I'm sure he'll make that clear next week before the game.
Anything else for Alex? All right, so thank you.